Battle of the Little Red. If the Yellow Jackets can win tonight, no team has beaten the other team 8 times in the 87-game series. So Yellow Jackets with a chance to make history tonight.
And we're ready. I'm Jeff Hall, Mike Holly here, Sid King here. They're still trying to make some adjustments. And it looks like it may have just popped on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel for the live stream. Join us. We are underway. The kick, going to pop it up near the 30. It's going to go off the hands and out of bounds. And let's see, that'll be marked there if it touched a Yellow Jacket before it went out of bounds. But good field position nonetheless. Going to be at about the 30-yard line. Yellow Jackets decked out in all white tonight. Gold helmets looking sharp. I saw that before the ball game. Big Creed Brown was out in the shade with Coach Chris Dufran and Alec Huey, and they were rested and ready to go. I think those guys got an early start this morning. Coach had them up there at 10 o'clock to get ready for this day with school being out. Well, they're going to break the offense, spread out. Brody Dufran, the sophomore, under center. Big Creed Brown out of the slot. In motion goes Widener. He takes the handoff, moving right to left. Going to hit the line of scrimmage. Parallel, knocked down there. No gain for the senior, Zane Widener.
New defensive coordinator for Heber, came from Melbourne. We saw him up there. He runs a 4-3 defense, and you can see him lined up there in that 4-3 defense. Yellow Jackets with 3 sophomores on that left side. Well, if you go Alec Huey and Creed Brown center, and then Jay English over there. 3 sophomores on that line of scrimmage.
This time the handoff moving left to right. Again, met at the line. Maybe even lost a yard. Push back by the all-red Heber Springs defense for the Yellow Jackets. Is that Littell on the carry? I believe so. May have lost a yard. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11, or 3rd and 10, it looks like, for the Yellow Jackets, as Dawson Burgess going to bring the play in from the sideline. Brody Dufran didn't have to throw a lot last week in that big win over Cave City. What did he finish? 4 for 4, 4 for 5?
4 for 5 with a couple of touchdown passes.
5 on the play, second down, 5 yards to go. Gonzalez had a good start last week, the 10th grader for the Yellow Jackets. He looked like that rumbling, stumbling fullback that we've seen through the years that head coach Chris DeFran can put out there. It's Widener out of the slot, right to left, making guys miss. Now it's a race, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. He'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Widener.
Oh, handle.
Clinton 6, Heber Springs 0. Opening quarter play.
And if you're watching at home, the big part of that play was at the line of scrimmage. Zane got his hips turned and got in between the tackle and the end, and then there was nobody. It was a race to the end zone, and he's going to win that one every time. But if you can't turn those hips and get upfield, you're going to be a short gain. But the play by Widener at the line of scrimmage, it's just an athletic play. 38 yards for the touchdown. The Yellow Jackets going for 2, and these are important.
And Widener's looks like he's going to take the shotgun snap. He will. He'll fake the handoff. Wants to run up the middle. Makes a move. Gets to the goal line. Is he in? The signal. There he goes. The 2-point conversion successful.
That's going to say that's one of the things I saw this week in practice. They used Zane Widener as the wild. I used him last week. Heber didn't see it on film all week, and we see it early here. Widener goes 38, and Widener goes 3 at the Jackets lead 8-0.
And for the first drive, all the Heber when we return. You're listening to KHBQ and Clinton High School Sports.
I was looking at the scoreboard trying to figure out the time.
I know, I can't see it.
That's what happened.
Adventure awaits.
I guess that's going to be where their video screen should be.
The big holes are in the way, though.
I know.
So I'm trying to
He told me they were supposed to be up for tonight's game.
Yeah.
And the school board got into it over where to put it.
Yeah.
So they put it at the end of the line for install. So
Oh.
they couldn't wait any longer.
Oh.
It was going to cost $700,000 to get it up there.
That was a fantastic drive.
Yeah, have a 4th and 1 next in there. 4th and 1.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The opening possession drive 70 yards for a touchdown. A Zane Widener 38-yard run and his 2-point conversion, and the Jackets lead early 8-0. And Heber returns the ball back out to the 21-yard line. A good sky kick that time. It hit the ground at about the 25. Rolled to the 20, picked up by Heber Springs. I think that was Logan Rutledge. And he got it back up to the 21. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Heber in their new flexbone offense. And they are going with Liam Buffalo immediately. We thought we might see Xander Lilly, but it's Buffalo, and the Jackets stuffed the first one as they hand it off tackle to the right. I watch a lot of Harding University football. Every game they start with a handoff between the guard and the center, and they say by doing that, the coaches up in the booth can tell what type of defense is going to be played against that. And here we see Heber run that same play right off tackle. They pick up a yard. The Yellow Jacket defense, we're going to crowd the line of scrimmage a little more than we normally do. We're going to bring a safety. You see Brayson Littell coming up out the left tackle. And they run him out of bounds on the far side. Heber looked to pass early in the ball game, and the Yellow Jackets got a rush. They ran Buffalo out of bounds on the far side, and Buffalo, his skill in junior high was being able to scramble, and the Yellow Jackets ran him down from behind. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Yeah, Liam Buffalo, number 11. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for Heber, and the Jackets could get them off the field early. Would be huge in this one. And they hand off inside, and the Yellow Jackets stuff it at the line of scrimmage. In fact, it's back to the 20. It's going to be 4th and 11. And the Jacket defense comes out early just like they did last week against Cave City. And they stop Heber on the opening possession. And we've always talked about this, wing T as well as flexbone. A 2-possession lead is huge when you play that type of offense. If you're flexbone and you get down 2 possessions, you have to start doing things you don't normally do. Same thing in the wing tee. The Jackets have a chance here after the punt. Try to get that 2-score lead. Colton Warren back. He's going to be back at about the Clinton 45-yard line. Heber having a hard time getting players on the field. Now they're on the field, now off the field, and Heber's going to be forced to take a timeout here early with 8:56. Kind of hard for us to see the scoreboard. I think it's 6:56 on the scoreboard. Jackets lead 8-0. Yellow Jackets come to the sideline. We'll keep it right here. And the Yellow Jacket visitor side here is almost filled to capacity, Coach Post. And just 20 minutes ago, it was about maybe half full, but people are still streaming into the stadium. And the Jackets lead 8-0. If you just tuned in, Clinton took the opening kickoff, drove 70 yards. Zane Widener scored from 38 yards out, and he tacked on the 2-point conversion. Jackets had a 4th down in inches at the 40. They converted that on a quarterback sneak by Brody Dufran. And then the Yellow Jacket defense just stopped 3 consecutive Heber Springs running plays at the line of scrimmage. All right, we're ready to go here. Warren deep for the Yellow Jackets. High snap, but he's got it. Here's the kick. Low kick. Fielded at the 50, and he drops it, and Warren luckily gets back on top of it. Great hustle by Colton. That's a tough ball. It was a low liner. He had to try to catch it about knee high, and that was a tough one. He booted it like a shortstop, but then he raced forward. Actually picked up about 5 yards, Coach Post, and the Jackets will have great field position at the Heber Springs 46-yard line. And the Jackets will have their second possession. Dufran in the backfield. Venable. And looking to pass. Looking, throwing, over the middle. Wide open, Widener, the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Just like that, a bolt out of the blue. And the coaching staff, I knew they saw something in that first series, and they caught Heber Springs looking in the backfield. And Widener had caught the post pattern off the pass from Dufran. And the Jackets go 46 yards in one play, and I see a flag down at about the 5-yard line. And if it's a dead ball foul, should be a touchdown. A lot of emotion riding in this game. We saw a junior high game last night with a little bit of trash talk going on. And we'll see what the official has to say. I think we'll have a touchdown here, and then the Yellow Jackets will be backed up to the 18-yard line. And they're asking Coach Van Paschal what he wants to do. But what a great play. Widener lined up at the wingback spot, went straight down the hash, then broke toward the goalpost, and Brody Dufran threw a perfect pass, his 3rd touchdown pass of the year. And the Jackets lead 14-0. And that's going to be the call. And then sportsmanlike conduct against Clinton. And I think Heber is elected to take, they've elected to take it on the kickoff, I believe. So the Yellow Jackets will get the ball at the 3-yard line. I think I'd take that deal, Coach Post. Got a chance to go for 2 here from the 3. It could have been the ball at the 18-yard line. 14-0 Clinton. Dufran trots back out on the field with a 2-point play. Let's see what they dial up here. Trips right, tight end. Watch out for number 23. Number 3 going to go in motion and come back, and now the flag is thrown. Saw that play this week. 3 wide receivers to the right, put 1 in motion and counter him back, but the Yellow Jackets couldn't get the play started. And now Coach Dufran will change the play. Talking to Liam Hudson, number 4. And the junior brings the play in. Now, if you're going to pass the football, he overthrew it, and Widener got open back there. The defender looked up at the quarterback, didn't see Widener behind him. But Brody in the first quarter, listen to Yellow Jacket football. Well, the Yellow Jackets went the long route, 70 yards for a touchdown, and they went the quick route, 46 yards for one play. The Jackets lead 14-0. And 8 yards depth, you're seeing 3 more defenders, 4 more defenders across the line, and 1 safety.
Six, and they bust that 3rd and long play. Going to go, what, 58 yards on the touchdown.
And that was Parker Brown, we just mentioned, the 5'11", 161-pound senior. That was the best play they ran against Beebe, kind of that toss sweep. He's already in motion, and they got a seal off.
Jackets leading here in the first. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports. Okay, rivalry game needs a little, and we may still be here unless we can cut ourselves off the commercials.
Yeah, Heber answers with a 58-yard touchdown.
There we go.
a punt here. Weston Warden deep for Heber Springs. And now Widener gets in punt formation. Good snap. There's the kick. Good snap. Over Warden's head. Going to hit at the 10 and be downed at about the 11-yard line. Good kick by Widener. As that was 9, 19, 29, 39. A 40, what is that, 48-yard kick.
Can you see the commercial? I mean, okay, you saw. Can you hear anything now?
This thing had a 43-yard
Yeah.
You don't hear
I
any
was trying to
audio.
figure in my head. He kicked from the.
Conroe Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Heber Springs wedges out a first down. They're out to the 34-yard line. And no gain on that play. So second down and 10 from the Heber 34-yard line. Jackets lead 14-7 here as we wind down here in the first quarter.
And we do have a camera on the scoreboard tonight, but that's about the best picture we can give you. They're under construction here in the stadium. And they got some steel posts blocking the scoreboard. Back under center. Might have been some movement. No flag there. Pitch in the backfield. Moving to the right. Hit behind the line of scrimmage. I think eventually dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe a short loss on the play. Loss of a yard. Going to bring up third down and 11. We'll see if that's the final play of the first quarter. Making some sound adjustments for you as well. I think we may have got that worked out.
Josh Fultz, Dawson Burgess on the tackle. Going to bring up a third down and 11. Jackets had them on third down that last possession. Couldn't get them off the field, and I think we're heading to the second quarter in this one.
1 minute remaining in the quarter. We'll snap the football. Looking to pass. Down the right sideline. Behind the defense. Caught. 45, 40, 30, 20. Touchdown, Heber Springs. Panthers going to have a chance to tie. The third and 11. They go for, what's that going to be, 66 yards on the throw and catch. Two big plays for the Panthers tonight. One by ground, one through the air. It is 14-13 in the battle of the Little Red.
You want to get flexbone teams in passing situations. So when you get them in the passing situations, you can't get surprised on a pass, and they allow Parker Brown to race by the corner down the sideline. You want to get flexbone teams in the third and long. Early in the first or second down, those are surprise passes out of the flexbone, but that was third down. Yellow Jackets, you can't look in the backfield.
And they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's in the air, and it's good. 14 all in the first quarter. The Battle of the Little Red. Boy, we got a good one here tonight. The stands are full across the way, and the Panther Red, they're full below us, and the Clinton Black and Gold. And let's go ahead and keep it here for a moment. We'll be able to take a quarter break here in about 40 seconds, and boy, we got a good one. Enjoying this. It's been a good week. If you've kept up with things online, or if you've got students or folks around the campus, you've seen all the off the football field things been going on, the fundraisers and things. They had a big announcement before the game on how much items were collected by both schools. Maybe we'll get Sarah Hutchins in tonight at halftime or later. She can talk to you about all that. And and some financial donations that were made, and some folks who were awarded that tonight in the pregame ceremony. So it's been a nice addition to this long-running contest between these two schools here over the past 8 years, and certainly makes for a good night in this picturesque setting here just off Greers Ferry Lake.
Two seniors so far tonight with the 2 touchdowns. Widener, 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Parker Brown, 2 for the Panthers.
And they'll kick this time again to the sideline, out of bounds. And Clinton will have the opportunity to elect maybe we'll take that at the 40, at the 30 or 35 on the plate. They'll get it there.
Jackets scored in their first 2 possessions, but then went 3 and out on that 3rd possession, giving Heber the ball back at the 21. But Heber was able to hook up and go 79 yards, 67 of those coming on a touchdown pass from Buffalo to Brown. Now we're going to see Dufresne in the shotgun.
Gonzalez to his right, fakes it, wants to roll to his right, looking to pass down the field, and there's going to be defensive pass interference. Kind of got the legs tangled up there, the defender and the Yellow Jacket intended receiver.
Yeah, really nothing the defender could do. They just got their feet tangled up. He really didn't. It wasn't intentional to try to get in and stop a completed pass.
And
but
Eli
the Yellow
Henson
Jackets will take it. It's a 15-yard penalty. It'll move the ball up to midfield.
That's Henson, I believe, on that. We talked about this last week. I think you put Eli Henson, Dawson Burgess, and Liam Hudson out there at the same time. That may be the tallest receiving core maybe the Yellow Jackets have ever put out with those guys. And
I'll say those are like Harding Academy receivers. They used to roll into Clinton with those 6'5" receivers. And Ethan and Austin Drake were trying to defend them at about 5'8".
Throw it up, Brody. Jump ball. Well, the football's at midfield. Creed Brown's going to snap it. Boy, we got a great view looking from the press box. The handoff in the backfield to Widener. Gets a couple steps to get going, and he'll get it up to about the Panther, just short of the 47. And the clock's going to run on that one. That'll put us under 30 seconds. Let's see if they snap the football again. They won't have to, as the play clock sits at 40 in the first quarter. We'll wind down shortly. 14-all here at Heber Springs. They will break the huddle. Let's see as we're nearing the 10-second mark. Yeah, it looks like they will snap the football. There it is. Dufresne wants to pass. He's got pressure from the corner, and they'll take him down back at the 46-yard line. Kind of got loose from the end, coming from the left side. That'd be your blind side. I'm not sure Brody saw him coming or not, but taking him down, going to be a loss on the play of about 7. Going to bring it 3rd down, but that is the end of the first quarter. What a fantastic start to this one. The Battle of the Little Red. It's Clinton 14, Heber Springs 14. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is the place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital. Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Second straight defensive stop against the Jackets. They're going to line up in the wing tee, and the momentum has definitely shifted to Heber in the final 6 minutes of this first quarter.
There's the handoff to give, moving left to right behind the line of scrimmage, breaks it, the 45 up to about the 43-yard line.
Josh Fultz
on the carry.
Gives the Yellow Jackets a chance, and he had a couple of great runs last week against Cave City, and he's going to give the Jackets a chance. 3rd and 14 is now 4th down and a long 2.
Clinton yet, to punt. Have they punted in the ball game? Certainly not there, but head coach Chris Dufresne, he likes to go for it when he gets the opportunity, and certainly on the Panthers side of the 50, going to have some confidence in his offense. Need to pick up a couple. Dufresne drops next one. Always got pressure, turned around, didn't see that one coming, turned around, had a Panther in his face. He's going to go down behind the 50. Just didn't have a chance on that one. Another end rush by the Panthers, and the ball's going to go over on downs to Heber Springs at the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line.
I'm not sure what they did there. I don't know if it was a missed block or what. He came straight in unabated to the quarterback off the right side of that Yellow Jacket offensive line. Jackets facing a 4th and 2. Let's try to roll the dice with a pass play. Heber stops the Jackets for the second straight possession, and now they'll take over at the Clinton 47. They scored 14 straight points. Jackets have got to stop this momentum.
And we're checking our sound on the KHPQ Sports YouTube broadcast. I think our video's fine, but we've had some audio problems, so stay with us on that. Get that figured out. Back under center. It's at the 47. Inside handoff. Well, now just off right tackle. Might have been a fumble on the play across the 45. Yellow Jackets dive in. Say they've got the football. Was he down? Was it a fumble? Where's the signal? And it is. Fumble. Turnover. Going to go to the Yellow Jackets at their own 43-yard line.
When you go to this offense, it's a lot of ball handling. It's almost like basketball and you're a guard. There's a lot of handoffs and pitches. In the BB scrimmage, Heber put the ball on the ground 5 times. It's the first time here tonight. In the junior high game last night, the Yellow Jackets, I don't know, forced 4 or 5 turnovers against Heber's junior high team. And maybe that's the spark the Yellow Jackets need. They'll take over at the 43.
So Clinton, maybe we'll say in tennis terms, they break serve. They get a chance here on the turnover. Inside handoff to Gonzalez, running hard. Swung around up to the 50. Going to be a 7-yard gain. Bring up second down and short for the Yellow Jackets.
Big turnover that time in the spring and also in the fall. The Yellow Jackets worked on trying to create more turnovers. If you go down and watch them, they were actually running specific drills trying to rip the ball out. And we got, 2 last week? Got 1 already here tonight.
And again, the handoff, this time left side off tackle. First down, 45-40, out of bounds. Maybe just short of the 35-yard line. Bryson on the carry. And the first down, the official will put it down at the Panther 35.
How quickly momentum can turn.
And
Heber Springs will take a timeout. That'll be their second of the half.
Defensive timeout. You score 14 all. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
First downs on this drive that started back at the Clinton 43. We're tied at 14.
Out of the wing tee, everyone in tight. The handoff from Dufresne to Widener, picking his way through traffic on his feet up to the 25-yard line. He'll be right at the first down marker as the Yellow Jacket offense and Coach Jordan Benson look back. I think a Jacket got upended about 5 yards behind Widener, behind the play. No penalty on that one.
Yeah, Bryson Middleman got knocked down, as you said, well behind the play. Widener picks up 9. It'll be a short one here.
Look for Dufresne, maybe lean. No, he's not going to go. He's going to hand off again to Widener. He will pick up the first down. Got a little bit of an ankle tackle, and he'll get forward to the 20. That's a Petty Jean first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, brought to you by Petty Jean Fiber, one of our new sponsors this year. Glad to have them on board. And, wow, their Petty Jean high-speed internet is high speed. It is phenomenal.
Dufresne under center. Wing T. Gonzalez, the back behind him, gets the handoff. Right tackle's got a block, gets to the corner, turns it inside down. He'll be tackled, but not before he gains the 10-yard line. It'll be another right at the first down marker. See where they put the spot. Official says first down, and that should set the Yellow Jackets up with a first and goal.
Zach Hunt, only a sophomore, already quick and strong, going to get quicker and stronger over the years. I think he's going to be a great fullback in Clinton program history before it's over.
Here's the handoff trying to get to the left side. Widener running into bouncing off would-be tacklers. He'll get 3-4 yards, maybe up to the 7, maybe the 6 at best, but getting knocked around, and he's going to end up with his helmet off. He'll have to come out of the game for at least one play.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets have some great fullbacks as Hunt goes back. Gonzalez goes back on the field. I remember Waylon Bramlett back in 2005. And then you got Dylan Tony in the 2010 conference champs. And then, of course, John Riley Hinchy. Great fullbacks. Zach Hunt Gonzalez is going to be one, too.
Quick handoff. He'll get to the 5 before he's upended there. Heber defensive line, the interior, they've done a good job tonight. We talked about that. It took a while for the Yellow Jacket rushing game to get going. I think those first 4 plays were a net yard loss. And so they've done good inside tonight, making the Yellow Jackets line work as well. 3rd and goal, 4-down territory. Try to punch it in from the 4.
Big play here. You got to get if you don't get in the end zone, you got to at least get positive yardage right here.
Dufresne looks back now. He gets under center. That's Brown. Handoff, Widener, right to left, lowers his head, spins on his feet. He dives, lunges to the goal line, and they're going to say his knee went down just before the football broke the barrier. He is at the goal line, knows we'll be there. Widener says, hey, I got it across before I went down. 4th and goal at the line.
What a run, though, by Widener. He was hit at the line of scrimmage and carried tacklers 4 yards to the goal line. Looked like his elbow down was across the goal line. Didn't get the call, and now this is an all-important 4th down, and Youngblood or Van Paschel runs down the sideline. They're going to take their 3rd and final time out of the half, see if they can stop Clinton here. And this is a huge 4th down play.
Let's go ahead and keep it here. We want to make sure we don't get back too late. 14-all, second quarter.
What I mentioned, the Battle of Little Red junior high version last night. It was a clean sweep for the Yellow Jackets, and the 7th grade Jackets, I call them the Stingers. They won last night by a score of 16-14 over Heber Springs. And then the Junior Jackets just dominated Heber Springs last night. They led 35-0 at one point. They've won going away by a score of 35-7. So the 7th grade and junior high pickup wins last night in the Battle of the Little Red junior high version. And now the Senior Jackets trying to pull one off here tonight. And this is a huge play, 4th down. And we're talking, I'm not sure inches is the right word. Inch might be the word.
Is this? Are we on the scoreboard camera right now?
Heber Springs took a timeout.
Okay, I got you.
Their 3rd and final time.
We got it on the monitor now.
If you're Heber, you're probably your best chance here is try to guess the play. And if you guess right, you might stop us. We'll see. Coach Post says give it to Zach Hunt Gonzalez, the sophomore. He's lined up at fullback. Venables in the backfield along with Widener.
Near hash. Brody Demmer's going to keep it. He dives forward behind that line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Clinton 20, Heber Springs 14.
Creed Brown leading block. Then on that left side of that line, along with Jay English and Alec Huey on that side. Got a push, got in the end zone. The Jackets, that fumble really turned the game around there as Heber had all the momentum. The Jackets make Heber pay for the turnover.
And you see the difference that line makes as sophomores coming up and joining some of those guys from last year. And we've seen Dufresne successful on 4th down, and then they're on the touchdown. 2-point conversion. Going to line up, going to go inside handoff. And Bryson Venable up near the goal line. Does he get in? There it is. The 2-point conversion is successful. 2 for 3 on the night on 2-pointers. And Clinton back in front. The Panthers had tied it, but now it's Clinton 22, Heber Springs 14. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery, 745-2992.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Point conversion, the Jackets lead 22-14, and Heber will take over at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I think we talked about this earlier. If you're watching, you saw the scoreboard there during the commercial, but you can't see the clock. They've got steel beams under construction here at the facility, and that's about the best we can do for you on that. So we think there's about 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. So still lots of time for this one, and let's see how the Panthers respond.
Jackets been burned the last two Heber possessions on third down.
Motion right to left out of the slot. It's the inside handoff now, trying to stretch it out to the end, but the Yellow Jacket defense right there. Line of scrimmage going to be a short gain for the Panthers, about 2 yards on that. Second down and 8 on their own side of the 50.
That's 21, Brody Bassford. He's a move-in from Florida. He played pretty high-level football down in Florida, played linebacker. He's a perfect fullback. Heber needed a fullback to run this offense, and they got lucky. He moved in. His father's the new Baptist preacher here in town. And so that's he's a linebacker size there, lined up at fullback.
And the Panthers looked at the sideline, had it signaled in. Now they're ready to run the play. Handoff this time on the right side. A lot of traffic, but again, positive yardage. Up across the 40, maybe the 42. Going to bring up third down and about 5 for the Panthers.
One thing when you defend the flex bone, you have to tackle the fullback every time, whether he has the ball or not. And once again, for the third straight possession, the Jackets have forced Heber into a third down, which is what you want, but the Jackets have been burned twice on third down.
Under center, in motion left to right, out of slot, wants to pitch it there. White now turns it inside, making a move across the first down marker up to the 48-yard line. Go the Panthers. And they'll have a first down just short of the 50.
Weston Warden on the carry. That's that toss sweep. Anyway, Yellow Jacket. We've got a Yellow Jacket down on the far side over there.
Venable and Littell, I believe, on the tackle on that one. We hadn't called out those defensive guys' names yet tonight too much, but Venable, Littell, got Zane Widener out there, Dawson Burgess.
Is that Briar Gadbury? I can't see.
Colton
I
Warren.
can't say that until I can see. We'll break here momentarily and tend to things on the field. Let's go ahead and take a short break here as well from our broadcast position. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, by the Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by Main Street Florist, by Clinton Real Estate, by Johnny's Automotive, by American Home Pharmacy, by TLC Bookkeeping, and by Regions Bank. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Heber at their own 48.
Inside handoff again, punching it up the middle, across the 50, up to the Yellow Jacket 46, a gain of 5 on that play. So I don't know if we've seen the Panthers grind it out as much this night as they have on this drive. They scored on a couple of big plays, a big run and a big pass, but this time they seemed content to kind of knock it up inside, 3, 4, 5 yards at best a game. They picked up a couple first downs, and now they've got a 2nd and 5 on the Yellow Jacket side of the 50. Under center, motion out the slot. Clinton's going to anticipate that one. That's Gonzalez going to jump forward, and it looks like he will come across the line of scrimmage. That'll be a defensive offsides penalty. That'll put it right up at the first down marker. We'll see where the official puts the football down.
Looks like they might have had a run blitz called. They were going to move Gonzalez from his linebacker spot, kind of blitz into that middle, anticipating a running play.
And that will be a first down.
Too soon. It'll be a first down for Heber.
At the Yellow Jacket 41. They've got those 3 down linemen. Got a couple of linebackers standing up on the outside. A couple of middle linebackers. Again, anticipating the run.
Fumble.
And football ball's loose.
Venable's got it, I think.
And Yellow Jackets, Alec Huey says we've got it. There's the signal, Yellow Jacket football.
That's what we talk about. It takes timing to run this offense. The running back had already gone a step past the running back when he tried to reach in and make the handoff. Never made the connection, popped straight up in the air. I think Venable caught it in midair. And back-to-back turnovers by Heber. And once again, the Jackets with a chance to get back to a 2-possession lead. They'll take over at their own 39-yard line.
And offense back out of the field quickly. They're going to be ready to snap the football in the second quarter, leading 22-14. Ball's on the near hash, just below our broadcast position. Here on the visiting side, the visiting press box. Handoff right to left, Widener with it. And it'll go low, knock him down at the 45-yard line. A pickup of about 7 on the carry. Going to be a long 3, maybe 4 coming up on second down. And
if you're the Yellow Jackets, you got about 4.5 minutes. You'd love to take that time off the clock and go down and score. Don't give Heber another possession here in the first half.
Just below us, wing T. Couple in the slot. Gonzalez behind. He takes the handoff. No, that may not be Gonzalez. Let me see. Is he getting up? It's going to be met a loss on the play, maybe 2-3 yards. That's Venable on the carry out of the fullback spot. Going to bring up 3rd down and a long 5 for the Yellow Jackets.
That play never got started. He had never got to full speed at the line of scrimmage. And now the Yellow Jackets, 3rd down and about almost 6 probably.
Be an interesting call if they don't make it here. Is this 4-down territory? Do you punt here in the final minutes of the second quarter? You're going to go for it on 4th down. It's the handoff right to left. Widener gets it again, makes 1 miss, makes a 2nd miss, but a lot of red on that Yellow Jacket sideline. His teammates come up, try to give him a push forward. He's going to end up about 2-3 yards short of the first down marker. Officials going to say he went out at the 47. Needs to get to the 49. 4th and 2 at their own 47.
Widener all effort that time to pick up 3 yards on that. Ran into the short side of the field, so Heber had a little bit of an angle and a push over here. May say the Yellow Jackets maybe try to draw them off sides here. Brody's brother fielder was a master at this.
It's going to end up 1.5 yards. And they'll try to get them to jump. They'll stay behind the line. 10 seconds on the play clock. Need 1.5 yards. Dufresne's under center. They're going to snap it. They're going to let it run down and punt. He looks to the sideline, and Clinton's going to take a timeout. So timeout. We'll take a quick one. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
1.5 yards. What's the call? It's the handoff. It's Gonzalez. First down across the 50, up to the Panther 46. They called the timeout. They dialed up the 4th down play, and the Yellow Jackets keep the drive alive with just over 3 minutes to go.
Dice, and they did. Coach posted the Riverboat Gambler, and the Jackets have a first down. Clock winding down toward 3 minutes. Yellow Jackets still have 2 timeouts left. Heber's out of timeouts, and boy, they are loading up the box at the line of scrimmage.
And the quick handoff inside, maybe a couple of yards to the 45. Going to bring up second down.
Jackets get to that second level, they're going to get big yards. Heber is selling out to stop the run, daring the Yellow Jackets to pass the football. But the Yellow Jackets have had good success running the football. If they can't stop the run, keep on running it.
Second down and 8 at the Panther 45, moving right to left from the visiting side. Handoff coming right to left. I think that's Littell on the carry. He's going to be hit at the 45. He might have got a yard or less. Going to bring up third down. And third down is still almost 8. Long 7. Clock running. 2 timeouts. Clinton may take their time here.
Got to get it. If you don't get the first down, get close again here. Third down and about 7.
25 seconds on the play clock. I believe maybe there's 2 minutes on the scoreboard clock. It's hard to see. Dufresne takes the snap. Inside handoff. They hit it quick. He's up across to the 40. That'll be about a 5-yard gain. Maybe 4th and manageable. Look for him to go for it here. Boy, he hit that handoff quick. Is that Littell on the carry?
Venable, excuse me. Venable, yep, number 15 for the Yellow Jackets. Might as well go for it here. We went for it at midfield. Now it's at the 40. Heber doesn't have any timeouts left, so see if they can pull another one out of the hat here. It's 4th and 3 on this one, a little bit farther.
Got a double slot. Gonzalez behind, takes the handoff. Right side's got a block, got a first down. Keeps his knees churning. He gets across the 35, and the Yellow Jacket first down.
Zach Hunt running hard off that right tackle. Got Cash Carpenter over there on that side. Get a little pulling guard help. Hunter Hewitt, Cash Carpenter, Eli Henson over there just lined up at tight end. Jackets needed 3. They got 4, and they got another first down. And the clock keeps winding down.
Ball's in the middle of the field. Same set. It's time to give. Out of the slot. Widener kind of sidesteps a little, stays on his seat, spin. It'll take 3 Panthers to bring him down, but not before Zane Widener carries it to the 27-yard line. A pickup of 8 on the carry.
Wow, what a run. That was probably a 2-yard run. He turned into an 8-yard run just by his strength and power. And the clock now at 54 seconds. Yellow Jackets will take their second timeout of the half. And what a run by the senior Zane Widener.
Boys off to a good start here in 2023. One of those players to watch here coming in Class 4A. And 3 touchdowns last week. Our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. He opens up tonight with a touchdown, also a 2-point conversion. And such a weapon for the Yellow Jackets, offensively, defensively, special teams. And he's a special athlete.
See if the Jackets call 2 plays maybe during this timeout. Come back with a running play. Clock will stop as if we get the first down to reset the change and already beat the line of scrimmage and already have that second play already called right here. Jackets have 1 timeout. They'd like to save that if they can. Heber without a timeout. This is huge. Yellow Jackets could go into half with a 2-possession lead. Heber's going to get the ball to start the second half. So this is a big possession for the Jackets. Widener and Zach Hunt Gonzalez on this drive.
And it looks like Dufresne, he will drop back in the shotgun. Maybe the first time on this series. Got the back to the right. Fakes it. Wants to pass. Quickly in the middle. Caught. Flag on the play. Breaks a tackle. 15, 10, 5. Pinballing up to the 5-yard line, but there's a flag on this one back at the 25.
Great fake, and then he hit Eli Henson, the tight end, over the middle, and then Eli broke a tackle, and then maybe coming back, though, a great play call by Coach Dufresne.
You run, and then you hit that one, as you said. Fantastic call, but this one is coming back. I don't know if I saw the signal. Is it a holding call? I'm not sure. As they signal to the
procedure penalty.
Procedure. They turn to the home side. We can't hear the public address system too well. We're in a closed-in booth on the visitor side, so maybe sometimes you can't hear any crowd noise or you can't hear the public address tonight, unlike most places where we probably go.
What's a big play? That marks it back to the 37-yard line. Clock is running. Jackets only have one timeout left, so now they are going to have to play to go to the air.
Second twos now, 2nd and 12.
Heber looks a little bit confused on defense.
Back in the shotgun. Defense kind of heavy on the right side. Yellow Jackets, 2 receivers over there. Going to throw it deep up high.
There it is.
And that may be defensive pass interference up near the 10-yard line. Running together. And that should get the Yellow Jackets, 10-15 back on the play.
Yeah, Widener kind of ran a wheel out here to the left, but Burgess streak route down the outside, and Heber had single coverage, and Brody put it up, and Burgess can go up and get that, and the Heber defender was right in his chest the entire time. Great play, a 15-yard penalty, and that'll stop the clock with 28 seconds, I believe, left, 28 and a half. And gives the Yellow Jackets some working room, and they still have one timeout left. Good job by the offensive line, giving Brody time to throw the football.
First down at the 22. Ball's on the near hash. Our position here on the visiting side. Play clock at 18.
Without a
in the
kicker,
shotgun.
these 28 seconds are big.
Gonzalez to his left. Looking to pass. Quickly on the left side. Caught. Burgess hit by a defender. Up to the 20. Pick up about 2. May have to use that timeout. And they do. Offensive timeout. The last of the first half. We're just under 20 seconds remaining. And Yellow Jackets got the football at the Panther 20.
This is a big possession for both teams. If Clinton goes up by 2 scores, it's huge. If Heber gets a stop, they're still in the ball game. So this is a big final 17 seconds for the Jackets, leading 22-14. Difference between a 1 or a 2-score lead heading into halftime. Both teams now out of timeout. So if the Jackets catch something inbounds, they've got to get up and spike the football as quick as they can, or take some shots at the end zone here. It's second down, so we got 2 or 3 shots we could take at the end zone. Of course, Heber now probably looking for the pass. They've been really crowding the line of scrimmage, trying to stop the run. Look for them now maybe to go with 2 or 3 safeties over the top.
It was 14 all after 1, and only 1 touchdown scored here in the second quarter, that by the Yellow Jackets. Seems like there's been a lot of action, but maybe it's more so both teams kind of grinding it up the field, runs up the middle. That's chewing up some of the clock. So not as many points here in the second quarter, but certainly it's been a good ball game in both quarters. And we'll see as they're going to break the huddle here for the final 20 seconds. Coach Jordan Benson out there, Joe Hudson, Jesse Wilson, and head coach Chris Dufran calling the offense. Big Alec Huey on the left side of that offensive line.
They ran a few plays in practices. They ran a lot of hitches last week, little short hitches. They were in practice this week working on a hitch and go. Might see one here. Got single coverage again on Burgess.
Littell, Widener split out. Venable into block. They're going to throw it. Single coverage. Burgess, touchdown!
Again, single coverage on Burgess. That's just like last year running single coverage on Brody Emerton. And Burgess goes up and over and makes the catch. And what a throw by the sophomore.
Good hands, Dawson Burgess. He's got the size, but he has the hands to bring that one in. And you just couldn't have drawn it up any better against the defense. Not bad defensive coverage. That's just Burgess making a play. And it's 28-14.
Dufran, 4th on the year.
And the Yellow Jackets again going to go for 2. They're 2 for 3 on the night. Widener's in the backfield. Littell's back there. It's going to be the direct snap to Widener again. That was successful in the first quarter. This time he's got a lot of traffic, but he's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. The shotgun snap to Zane Widener. Clinton 30, Heber Springs 14. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay, why was Clinton important for you?
Well, Clinton's important to me because, I love Arkansas small communities, and these small towns where I love to live have been really good to us, and we treat the business really well there in the community. It was previously Cowboy, and a great group of employees. They've got a great customer base and a great reputation around Clinton. We just felt like it was a good fit to become part of our family and just take the show to Clinton.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay Maxey, CDJR.com.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Widener will kick it off from the 40. It's going to bound at the 27, fielded behind the 25-yard line, trying to get back to the middle of the field. Gonzalez trying to catch up, makes the seam. Up the middle, across the 35, up to the 40-yard line. Panthers will have it there, but no timeouts, not much time. I think we're under 10 seconds. We can't see the complete scoreboard.
Face mask penalty at the end of that. Going to tack on probably another 15. And
Get them across, the 50?
I think if Zane had it to do over, I think just kick it out of bounds. You don't want to let Parker Brown touch the ball any more than you have to, and he had that one. And he got just a little bit nervous there.
And maybe time, I don't know if there'll be time for more than one play or not. We've seen one long touchdown pass tonight, but I think that was maybe yards, for the most part, maybe yards after the catch by the Panthers.
One thing this penalty will do, Buffalo can throw the football. This would allow him to throw one into the end zone, but it's going to be at the Clinton 45-yard line. Yellow Jackets going to go with 5 deep in the secondary. Nobody gets behind you. Jesse Wilson telling them that right now. Nobody gets behind you.
That's Coach Wilson down on the 25. If you're watching down the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, works with the defensive backs and the receivers. Joe Hudson walking down that way. And here we go, where they're going to line up tight for the set. And they will make the handoff up the middle to the 40. They can't stop the clock.
Wow.
That should be the final play of the first half. And it looks like the teams are going to head to the locker room. 2 touchdowns in the first, 2 touchdowns in the second. Clinton leads 30-14 in the 8th rendition of the Battle of the Little Red at Heber Springs High School. And as they head off the field, and an exciting first half, and enjoyed that one. Stands are full. Folks are going to get up, mill around a little bit, head to the concession stand. It's full down around the end zone as well. We've got a good halftime coming up. We got Emily Pilkington. She's going to come in. We may get Principal Tim Smith. We'll see who else. We'll take a short break, but stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is the place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay, why was Clinton important for you?
Well, Clinton's important to me because, I love Arkansas small communities, and these small towns where I love to live have been really good to us, and we treat the business really well there in the community. It was previously Cowboy, and a great group of employees. They've got a great customer base and a great reputation around Clinton. We just felt like it was a good fit to become part of our family and just take the show to Clinton.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay Maxey, CDJR.com.
30-14 at the half. They jumped out to a 14-0 lead quick in this one, and then Heber answered with a long run and a long pass reception to tie the game at 14. Heber had the ball moving into Clinton territory and fumbled the football, and that really turned the game around in that second quarter. Jackets scored. Heber a second fumble, and the Jackets drove, I think it was 55 yards in the final 3 minutes and scored with about 9 seconds left on a pass from Dufresne to Burgess, and they head into the locker room at halftime up 30-14. And we got Yellow Jacket Sports Network favorite Emily Pilkington with us. All of our fans out there know that she did the sideline reportings for us, and halftime interviews, post-game interviews, and probably everything in the world at the Jacket Journal. Pictures, stories, she does it all. And before we get to what she's doing now, tell us about the first half.
Man, I'm so impressed by this team. There's so many new faces that I have not seen before, and so it was fun to see the new team and how they work together. And I'm so impressed by Brody Dufresne. Coming in as a sophomore, his passes, crisp, beautiful looks. I'm just very impressed by him.
Yeah, a lot of sophomores on that team, at least sometimes 6 or 7 on offense at one time. So, a new look on the offensive line.
Yes, it's a good look though. It was a little struggle bus last year, but I'm really impressed by them and proud.
Yeah, well, our line was injury riddled last year, and now we're too deep at about every position. So
it's fantastic.
But of course, you never lost to Heber Springs in your career.
No, I haven't.
What's it like during the week of the Heber week when you're back at school?
Oh man, I mean, I've been seeing posts on Facebook and stuff, but I've been so focused on my school stuff. But like, I love going on Facebook and seeing what Miss Hutchins posts about how the school spirit is still alive, and I love it.
Now, Emily, her future career, she wants to get into sports broadcasting, the production part. Tell people what you're doing now.
So my A-State gives you a lot of opportunities to get involved in whatever you want to. So I had to sign up, and I helped work a production truck for a Westside Jonesboro game. And I got to run graphics and figure out all that stuff. I just pressed buttons and tried to figure it out. That was the best way to learn, Mr. Sullivan said. And then the next Saturday, I photographed 2 different college volleyball games. And that was so much fun. It was so cool to be on the court and be official, and also got on ESPN.
I heard Coach Jesse Wilson said I saw you on ESPN Plus there.
Yeah, they had to follow me. It was a close-up, so pretty cool.
Yeah, when you hit the ground running, you hadn't been to Arkansas State for maybe a week, and you're already off covering a high school football game.
It took me a week. Yeah. I signed up for it that Monday, first day of class. So they give you so many opportunities. A-State is a great school. If anyone wants to go there and go to media journalism, it's a great place.
I think our owner Sid King would like for you to hear that too. Sid's an ASU graduate and a big booster, and they do have a top-notch broadcasting program.
Oh, I love it. It's amazing, and you can tell they care about you. They want to see you succeed, and they push you to every limit that you can. It's great.
Good to be home.
Very glad. I just get to rest because I have been going nonstop trying to make new people, make connections, always doing stuff. And so it's nice to just relax.
If you could have your dream job, what's it going to be? Production, on air?
It's still broadcasting, being there talking. I love to talk, so this is what I want to do.
Would a sideline reporter, would that be your
Yes.
dream?
Sideline reporter is first one for college sports, especially basketball, but I love football too. I would also love to photograph some pro games, but that's just little dreams. But my main goal, career ambition, is to be a sideline reporter.
Well, from your work you did with us, definitely you're going to make it. And,
I hope so.
You always, as I tell people, anytime you're home, you're the halftime show. So we got a
I really
microphone ready for you
appreciate that.
anytime you come back. Grandparents out there watching?
Yeah. Hey, Nana. Hi, Papa.
I figured Miss Jan and Mr. Bill are probably watching on the big screen.
Yeah,
tonight.
they told me they were going to come tonight, so they could just watch me here. So, and I figure my dad and stepmom and all they're going, hey.
Yeah. All right, that's Emily Pilkington, former sideline reporter for the Yellow Jacket Network, and now she's with Arkansas State University. So thanks, Emily.
Thank you.
Yep. We'll be back for more halftime show. Your Jackets lead 30-14 here at the half. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on Q92.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Halftime here at the Battle of the Little Red. We're going to double check some of our sound issues. I think we had some problems there with the interview with Emily Pilkington, and we'll see as we go from commercial back here to the press box and see how that sounds. We can do a little check here. We'll go for that. I'll get some text messages maybe if it's not working right, or we will here. So folks checking in, and let's visit. Can you see? You got Mr. Tim Smith with us in the press box tonight. Can you hear me okay, Tim?
I can hear you a little bit. Heber Springs probably sabotaged. That's okay.
I think they had some pregame troubles too as well a little bit. Our station there, Allie King Sugg. But Mr. Smith, what a fun week it's been on campus with the Battle of the Little Red, and not just the football game on Friday night, but there's been festivities going on all week long, getting ready for tonight. I don't think we announced yet in the pregame ceremonies. They did announce some of the winners of for that on the drives they had, and then some of the donations they made. But kind of catch folks up on what's been going on this past week.
Yeah, so we both raised money for Fight for a Kid, and both schools, and our goal every year is $10,000, and we both reached that goal. And I have to thank all of our sponsors, our community members, businesses, and some individual families who donated this week. And then our students went out to Cash Saver and Walmart and collected funds, and so we met that goal of $10,000, and then we were able to give each school, gave $500 each, a total of $1,000 to Devin Wooten's Foundation, which we were proud of that. And then they have a young lady, Kaylee Walker, that's battling cancer right now, so we were able to give her $1,000 between the two schools. So between the two schools, you know, this is a rivalry, but we come together for the good. And then we also had a food drive this week. for our food bag program, and each school keeps all the food on campus for their students. And we're able to get 35,000 different items, but Heber Springs did beat us on that, and they got 39,000 items. But hey, it was a great week. Leads up to the football game, and hopefully we can pull this victory out today.
And for folks maybe keeping up on social media, even the administration got in on the fun this week. What night was it? Early in the week, a video popped up on YouTube from the Heber Springs High School. Had the coaching staff on there, some of the administrative staff as well, and kind of had a friendly little kind of a skit that they did in anticipation of the week. And I was thinking, there's going to be some kind of answer to this. I don't know if it's going to come from our administration or faculty or students, and we'll see what happens. All in good fun. Heber Springs was fun and nice, and turns out on Wednesday evening there was a response, and that you put together on behalf of the school, and as witty as always, as you put it through, and that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate those guys at Heber Springs, with their video and kind of starting it off and with the fun and kind of letting everybody know that we have dominated for the last 7 years, and they're trying to stop that with the famous Pascal spray. But and then we responded, and I don't know how they would take it, but I will say they have been great sports about it. Coach Miss Martin, the principal, who I challenged in the video, she texted me today, and I know she was looking for my cell phone number, and I thought, oh Lord, is she mad? But no, they've had a blast with that. And she said that her kids said, Miss Martin, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if we get beat? She said, I'm going to rock that bald skull cap, and she'll do it. So I'm hoping I don't have to wear that mask, and she has to put on that skull cap Tuesday morning.
Now, don't anticipate it's going to happen, but if Heber Springs were to come back and win the Battle of Little Red tonight, I think you committed to doing what?
Yes, I will greet our students on Tuesday wearing a gas mask to keep us protected from the Pascal spray, and I will put the score of the game that says Heber wins and whatever the score is on a T-shirt and wear it all day long. So hopefully I do not have to do that. But if I made the challenge, so if they come back and win here, then I will definitely do it Tuesday morning.
For folks who hadn't seen that, you can find it somewhere on social media or Facebook. I don't know, through Clinton High School or
well, the Duhan puts all this together. I mean, all I do is do the talking or any video we do. I don't know if you saw the senior girls video, music video they did. So the Duhan, which is one of our students, Aaron Duhan, matter of fact, he's a mascot tonight, and he does everything. And yesterday he was selling Pepsis at the chuck wagon races for the school. So that guy's everywhere and doing everything, but he puts it all together. I mean, he comes up with the little graphics and stuff like that and does a great job with it, and we have a lot of fun with it. So it's been a fun week, and then we got the chuck wagon races going on, as you know, and we have lots of kids participating in that. And we got a deal this year for the Academic Booster Club where we were able to sell Pepsis and Mountain Dews because that's the official drink of the chuck wagon races. And so we've been raising money there all week, and we'll do it next 2 days. So if you come to chuck wagon races Saturday and Sunday, stop by our tent and buy a Pepsi.
Oh, it's been a fun week in Clinton. Thousands of people have poured in to the Bar Old Ranch, just about 4 or 5 miles out on Highway 95 West. The town is full of, I tell people, if you just enjoy seeing pickup trucks, you see every type of pickup truck there is that could cost as much money as you want to spend.
Yes.
And,
I'll tell you a funny story, Jeff, that we took Dan and Mr. Chalk got together and said, hey, let's bring some children, some students to the chuck wagon races and let them witness it for the first time. So we were able to take our fourth grade. We took our fourth grade, and about 75 to 80 fourth graders, and they went to the opening ceremonies yesterday and saw several races. But the best part of it, we teach life lessons, I always say. So half of them never used a porta potty before. So teachers would take them to the porta potties, and they stick their heads out and go, how do you flush this? Or how do you lock the door? So we taught some major life lessons yesterday at the chuck wagon races.
Oh man, what a sight to see. They did, and they brought the chuck wagon folks. What they rode in and
Yes.
rode by the school.
Wednesday we had a parade through the school, so they come up, across the river there by the baseball field, and they come through the elementary and junior high and high school, and we line the parking lot and they bring some wagons and a bunch of horses through, and we started that about 3 years ago. We appreciate the Oaks; they work well with us, and it's a great opportunity for our kids to see what actually happens there. I mean, I think there's people from, I don't remember how many states competing yesterday. They had a record number of wagons at 180, and I think it was 11 states. And yesterday they had a flyover from the Air Force, and our fourth graders got to see that. And so it's just a great event.
Yeah, a lot of fun. 2 more days of that. Racing tomorrow at 1 o'clock, racing Sunday at 1 o'clock. And if you can't make it out, you can hear that on KHPQ 92.1 FM. Sid King's out there. And that's it's NASCAR on a on a horse. That's right.
Yes, it's wild.
Danny Newland is the best there is.
That guy's a master.
The scene before you.
He's a master. And that opening ceremony, I mean, you get chill bumps just listening to him leading into it and describing everything. It's unbelievable.
It's a good time. So go out and see that if you can. Well, thanks, Principal Tim Smith, for a fun week. Let's go out and win this one. And you brought the trophy in tonight. Brought it with you. You handed it off at a table before the game. And I'm thinking you didn't plan on leaving it there long.
I hope for the 8th straight year we're going to take it back and put it in the high school tonight. We do not want to leave it here. So there's a dust collected around the table. It's about 3 inches thick now. We don't even dust because we just want to show how long we've had it.
Well, thanks, Mr. Smith. We'll let you slip away.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you talking to us. Another break. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Bring in Coach Matthew Post. He's been keeping stats down to our left. What'd you see in the first half, this 30-14 lead by the Yellow Jackets?
Well, that was textbook football by the Yellow Jacket offense that half. You ran the ball to set up the pass. And we had 38 rushes for 161 yards and 4 passes for 86. But all the pass plays were big, and they left Dawson Burgess with a lot of one-on-ones, and we took advantage of it for 86 yards through the air. On third downs, we were 1 for 7, which is a little bit of a concern, but they were all third and very short, which led to 4 for 5 on fourth down conversions. We had a lot of long drives, 4 or 5 minute drives, and ran the ball right at them, and we're forcing them to load the box, which I think is going to open up the passing game some here in the second half. As far as Heber Springs goes, they ran the ball 16 times for 106 yards and had 2 passes for 69. They really scored with a couple of long strikes, which is okay because, I think our defense is going to be able to get stops and not give up the big play in the second half. Overall, it was a really good half of football for the Yellow Jackets. Forced 2 turnovers, which really stopped their momentum when they had a little bit of momentum going.
Well, thanks, Coach Post. The teams are taking the field. We're ready for the second half. And here we go. This 30-14 lead by the Yellow Jackets. Bring my colleague back in.
Yeah, he will get the football to start the second half, and I think this is the key drive to the ball game. The Yellow Jackets up by 16 points. If they can get a stop here, get Heber off the field, and then maybe one thing, eat up the clock a little bit, but if they could add another score, and then Heber would be forced to do some things they don't want to do out of the flex zone when you get more than a couple possessions behind. On the flip side, if Heber scores, they get it back within 1 possession, and we've got a ball game. So this first possession is big, I think, as far as how this second half is going to play out. Parker Brown has already had 2 dangerous kick returns. I think I would probably kick it away from number 27.
And it'll be wide. We're kicking off for the Yellow Jackets from the 40, right to left, here in front of the visiting side. The Yellow Jackets were in the visiting press box tonight. Got it to ourselves. There's the kick down the middle of the field, a little bit low. It's going to hit at the 20, bounce back off the hands, 15, pick it up there. Yellow Jacket coverage team down, 25, 27, maybe the 28-yard line. The Panthers return it there, and they'll set up for their first offensive possession here of the second half.
Ball hit the ground down there, kind of booted by Parker Brown. Then he picked it up, got it back up the field. But that was probably enough. They want to try to get back across to the home side of the field. They set up a wall on that side. And that just juggle the football was enough where he couldn't get back across the field. And here we go with that first series of the second half.
And we saw the Panthers pretty much in a run offense, everyone in tight. Now it looks like, have we seen this yet tonight? They're going to spread the field a bit. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right, 1 back. Going to go under center. Well, now they're going to come in, kind of be at the, I don't know if you want to call that a double slot or not, but 2 on the outside in motion, right to left, inside handoff, quick hit. And drops at the 30-yard line. A pickup of about 2 on the carry.
The Yellow Jackets have done a good job on one of the keys to stopping a flex bone is to limit the fullback. Just a couple of yards that time by the fullback. Good job by that interior. There's Alec Huey down there playing defense on that interior of the defensive line. You know, Heber hadn't, I think it's been, I forgot how many years. It's been several years, more than 7, I think, since Heber's actually taken snaps under center. They've been in a shotgun for a long time, and it's just, it's not as easy as people think to all of a sudden become taking snaps under the center.
Under center. Fake the handoff, pitch out to the left side, gets to the corner. Speed, 40, 45, 50, 1 man to beat, and Panthers going to take it in for the touchdown. Going to go 70 yards. On the second play from scrimmage here in the second half. It's Clinton 30, Heber Springs 20.
Fake handoff to the fullback and kind of a counter look to the right and then pitch back to the left. And I knew when he got to the corner, there was only a couple of guys that had a shot at him, and that counter was enough to kind of get the Yellow Jackets leaning one way. The ball went back to the other. And for Heber Springs, it couldn't have been any better for them because they score less than a minute, and they're right back in the ball game. Just 1 possession behind as they'll go for the extra point. Jackets leading 30-20. Actually, it'll be a 9-point lead. Jackets would still have that 2-possession lead. Gideon Tate on for the kick.
Snap, the hold from the 10. It's in the air. It's high. It's deep. And it's good. The Panthers quick to score in the second half. Clinton 30, Heber Springs 21. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, by the Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by Main Street Florist, by Clinton Real Estate, by Johnny's Automotive, by American Home Pharmacy, by TLC Bookkeeping, and by Regions Bank. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about.
Well, Heber answers quickly. They score 52 seconds into the third quarter. Extra point was good. Parker Brown's 3rd touchdown of the night, and it's 30-21 Clinton. They still have that 2-possession lead. And Bryson Venable with a good return upfield, and Jackets will have good field position starting at their own 42-yard line.
Heber Springs trying to pin it on the sideline again. Bryson maybe just a step inside that sideline. Then he tiptoed for about maybe 16, 17 yards to get the Yellow Jackets just short of the 50. Dufran, the sophomore, goes under center. The inside handoff, met at the line of scrimmage. Going to try to pull through for a yard or so up to maybe the 43, bring up 2nd down and 9 out of the fullback position.
We'll see what both team adjustments were made at halftime, especially both defensive coordinators. What adjustments did they make in the locker rooms? Zach Gonzalez picks up a couple on 1st down. Big first half for Zane Widener.
Under center again, same set. This time to the slot, right to left, moving, gets to the end, hurdles one defender is Widener, and his knees will go down at about the 47, a pickup of about 4 on the carry. You're going to bring up 3rd down and 4. They do a good job kind of on that outside contain tonight. I've seen Zane coming out of that movement on the slot, trying to angle towards that end, and they're doing a pretty good job of getting the hand, getting down low, kind of disrupting him a little bit, and then coming in when he does cross the line of scrimmage. And good job keeping those runs to about 4 or 5 yards. See what they do here. The give is, I think, same play. They're going to give to Widener. He's going to turn it up this side inside across the 50. He's going to go down right at the 1st down marker, and that official will signal 1st down at the Panther 48.
Widener's got the big yards, not his first touchdown run from about 35 yards out, but he's also had, for the majority of the night, the tough inside runs, and he's just been gutting it out. And another 1st down. The Jackets at the Heber 48-yard line.
He and Gonzalez, a lot of carries tonight between those two. Looking right down the line of scrimmage. Big Creed Brown, the sophomore, going to snap. The give in the backfield is to Venable. He's going to break a tackle at the 45 and pull forward to about the 42-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 6 on the carry and bring up 2nd down.
Venable's had a good night. He came into the year the 2nd leading rusher on the team, had about 530 yards last year. And him and Gonzalez splitting time at that fullback slot.
He'll get a breather on this play. Gonzalez back in the backfield, kind of double slot, maybe heavy on the left. Inside handoff quick. A Panther right there hanging on to Zach Hunt Gonzalez. No gain on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and almost 5 for the Yellow Jackets, but they're on the Panther side of the 50, so you think, again, 4-down territory, maybe 2 plays to pick up the 1st down if they don't get it here.
Yeah, that was max run protection. The Jackets went with 2 tight ends in that, going with that same formation again.
Ball's in the middle of the field. Ball's loose up in the air. Dufresne's able to pull it down, avoid the fumble, but then a host of Panthers going to take him down. His forward progress was at the 46. That's where he'll be down, but I think couldn't pull that. I don't know if that snap coming out from under the center. That ball popped up high in the air. He was able to save the possible turnover, but now it's going to be 4th and 8.
Really the first loose ball of the night for Clinton. Brody caught it in the air, but by then he was swarmed under, and it'll be 4th down and 8 from the Heber Springs, just outside the 45-yard line.
And we'll see. Widener is the punter for the Yellow Jackets. Sometimes they'll line up, look like they're going to go for it, then he'll take a few steps back and kind of punt from that short up-back position. But right now it looks like the standard set, a couple of slots, Gonzalez behind Dufresne, who is under center. They're going to snap it. They're going to go, looking to pass. He's going to throw it quick to the right side, out in the at the 40, caught, spun, and it may be a couple of yards short at a 1st down.
Great throw and catch, but you got to give Heber credit. They pulled him down a yard short of the 1st down. Eli Henson trying to sneak the tight end out into the flat out there. Good throw, good catch. Going to come up a yard short, and Heber will have the football in good field position at their own 40-yard line. Defense needs a stop.
You do like what you see, though, from the sophomore quarterback Dufresne. Clinton kind of run-oriented tonight, but when they've had to pass the ball, either out of necessity or trying to catch the Panthers off guard, he's done a good job of getting it into the hands of his receivers. On a night when a Clinton quarterback's not going to throw 25 passes tonight, you're going to just throw a handful. They've done a good job of the throw and catch. And that one, as you said, just short. Can the Panthers answers? Can they get within a point in this one? It's 30-21. They're going to look to pass. Pressure in the backfield. Stay in the pocket. Deep pass down the middle. Prettiest pass of the night. Couldn't catch up with that one. Though at the 20, it falls incomplete. 2nd down.
Buffalo can pass. He played in the spread offense. He's a flexbone quarterback now, but he came up as a spread passer, and he can throw the football, and he's a heck of a scrambler, too. The flexbone kind of takes the scrambling away from him. They don't pass very often, but don't fall asleep because he can throw the football. And I think before he's done, Van Paschel's coached the flexbone for 39 years. This is going to be one of his best pure flexbone quarterbacks that probably he's ever coached.
And back under center. In motion out of the slot, right to left, left to right. Quick pitch, moving left to right. 35-40, makes a move, trying to get to the sideline, breaks a tackle. 45, stays on his feet. And some shifty moves on the Yellow Jacket sideline. Going to go at the 49, going to be a yard short of the first down.
That time they ran Parker Brown on that toss sweep to the left, but they made the pitch back to the right, to the wide side of the field, and now it's third down and 1. Heber showing a little bit more variety here in the second half.
Looking right down the line of scrimmage from our broadcast position here on the visiting side above the Yellow Jacket fans. The Clinton cheer squad, they're down below us. The fans to our right.
Defense could use a big play right here.
The snap, going to keep it himself, is Buffalo, and he'll get it across the 50. The quarterback keeper, pick up about 4 on that to the Yellow Jacket 47. And that'll give the Heber crowd a cheer on the far sideline. They filled the stands tonight here at Panther Stadium. Yellow Jackets as well here on the visiting side.
Gadberry shaking up a little bit in that first half. He's out there, number 20, in that linebacker spot, along with Venable. And they got Widener and sneaking up on the line of scrimmage, and now a flag
on the play. And going to be a procedure penalty. Back the Panthers up 5. Clinton's going with 2 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 5 defensive backs, I believe, in this current set. Now let's see how they come out on this play.
Kind of sneaking Littell up off the tackle on the right side. Widener sneaking up off the tackle on the left side. Jackets going with, right now, with 2 interior defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, and then you got kind of the halo 4 behind the linebackers, and then also Liam Hudson at safety.
1st and 15. Inside handoff.
Fumble.
Loose. Ball's loose across the 50. Another fumble and turnover by the Panthers. This Yellow Jacket defense covers the football at their own 49, and they'll take over there.
Venable with the payday turnover for Coach Benson for a turnover, 3rd turnover of the night for Heber. And once again, it looked like the fullback got about a half step ahead of the quarterback. He tried to reach in and make the handoff, and the ball popped loose, and a huge break for the Yellow Jackets. And twice in the first half, when Heber turned the ball over, the Yellow Jackets cashed it in for points, and they need to do that right here. And the Yellow Jackets are showing shotgun on 1st down.
2 receivers to the right. 1 on the left, 1 back at the field. It's going to go out for the pass, looking for an inside, maybe screen, but Dufresne's going to be chased down in the backfield. Did not have time to get that one off. He goes down back at his own 38-yard line.
Yeah, Brody didn't really have much of a chance to do anything there. I'm not sure if they were trying to set up the screen. You're going to let the defensive lineman go through and then throw it over their head. But Brody never had a chance to throw the football. And the Yellow Jackets quickly in a hole. 2nd down.
Going to lose about 11 on that play. 2nd down, 21. I think that was the call there. I think that was Burgess maybe coming back inside for that inside screen. So back under center goes Dufresne. Turn, double handoff in the backfield. Widener gets it, turns inside, spins across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the carry.
First time they've used that play tonight, the double handoff. Heber forced it back into the middle. It gained yardage, but hoping maybe to bounce it to the outside and get big yardage, and it'll be 3rd down and long here. And see if the Yellow Jackets can pull something out of the hat. They've been pretty good the last few years of being able to get out of jams like this one. Let's see if they can.
Out of the shotgun, Dufresne at his 37, takes it, drops 3-step pass, got it to right a receiver. Oh, he can't hang on. He stretched out, got it with his hands at the 30, and then as he's going to the turf, it slips out for an incomplete pass.
Wow, that would have been a huge play. Heber bit. Littell went straight out of the slot position, straight down the field on a go route. Brody laid it out. Littell laid out, had it until he hit the ground. The ball popped loose. Wow, what another great play call by Coach Dufresne. And just a game of inches.
Almost a highlight there for Littell, but now the Yellow Jackets, you expect them to be in a punt, and Widener will drop back in that short punt
Well, that might have been a backbreaker for Heber right there if they'd have pulled that one in.
It's the kickoff, end over end, fielded at the 21. Got to race back to the middle field, turn it up inside. And that may be Littell on the tackle. Ball comes loose maybe after hitting the ground. It'll remain with the Panthers at the 30-yard line, and they'll have it there for their third possession here the second half. They had one touchdown in 2 plays. Then they turned it over after a short drive on the fumble. They get a chance here. We're still in the third quarter. Clinton 30, Heber Springs 21.
Jackets still with that 2-possession lead. Still 4:27 left here in the third quarter. Jackets need another defensive stop here. Maybe another turnover. They forced 3 tonight so far.
Panthers will look to the sideline for the signal call. They'll check their wristbands.
Using the 2 receivers, that's almost like spreading the defense out a little bit and then coming back with a running play.
And a little bit of inside blitz, and they'll meet the back, driven back, and it's going to be a loss on the play, loss of almost 2, second down and 12.
Widener coming in off the corner, got Buffalo before he could do anything with it. Kind of that, and the run blitz, you're trying to guess the direction the team's going to go, and if you guess right, you're going to be right there for the tackle.
Second and 12. Under center is Buffalo looking to blitz again up the middle. Buffalo's going to stretch to the right, but he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Widener's going to get in on that one as he makes the tackle from behind. Boston Venable also there.
Interesting twist there by Coach Benson. On the first play, Widener lined up on the defensive end slot, blitzed in. That time before the snap, he rolled into the center and then blitzed right where that ended up being Buffalo, but right where the fullback has been coming through. But that little stunt that time, Widener blitzes from the outside. This time he blitzes from the center.
No gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 12. As again, they look to the sideline. 25 seconds on the play clock. And Heber Springs, you hold them here, they may be forced to punt. There's the handoff, moving left, right. Yellow Jackets in the backfield, and they make the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
I tried to fool the Yellow Jackets with that toss sweep to Parker Brown, and they get the counter handoff back to the other direction. The Yellow Jackets did not bite, stayed home, and a great defensive stand for the Yellow Jacket defense as they're going to force Heber to have to punt on 4th down and 13.
Bryson Venable coming out of that middle linebacker spot. Going to get the tackle.
Venable's had a night, a couple fumble recoveries, some tackles. Good job on offense. Good night so far for the senior.
And the Panthers back at the 15. Going to step up to the 20, make the kick there. It's a high kick. Zane Widener's back. I don't think he's going to get a chance on this one. It hits at the 40. Clinton will have it there when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
This is a Heber Springs punt. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Jackets cling to a 30-21 lead. They're facing 2nd down and 11 as they lost 1 yard on that first play.
Dufresne in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. Burgess, maybe Littell trying to see. Already calls for the football. The snap from Creed Brown. Quick pass left side caught by Burgess, but a defender right there wraps him up. Going to take him down. May have lost a yard on that one. Going to bring up 3rd and a long 12 coming up for the Yellow Jackets here. So should be nearing the end of the third quarter. If you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, you notice you can't see all of the clock on the broadcast. They're under construction here. They've got some steel beams, and we just can't get the full clock in there. 3rd and 12. Stay in the shotgun. 2 receivers again, short side of the field, that Yellow Jacket sideline. There's the snap. Looking to pass. Block quickly down the field. Got a receiver. Caught. 40, 35, 30. 2 defenders, 25-yard line. This time, Littell makes the catch and a big first down all the way up at the Panther 24.
Great throw by the sophomore again, Brody Dufran. That time he had a Panther right in his face. He stayed in the pocket and once again threw a perfect pass. This time Littell caught it easily and gets down to about the 24-yard line. It was 3rd and 12, and the Yellow Jackets converted. And if they go on and score here, remember that play right there.
This time Brody goes under center. One back behind him. It's the handoff inside. Littell, I believe, up to the 16 before he's hit hard there and goes down. He's going to pick up, almost 8 yards on the carry.
That's Venable. Once again, another hard run by the fullback. But with Venable and Gonzalez, the Yellow Jackets have a 1-2 punch at fullback. Venable got kind of nicked up there. He comes out. Gonzalez heads in. Venable got us 8 yards. 2nd down and 2, and that's much better than 2nd down and 12.
Ball's on the near hash. Widener in motion, takes the snap. 1st down, 10, 5, touchdown, Zane Widener.
Another great run, shedding tacklers along the way. And Widener steps into the end zone. And remember that pass from Brody Dufran on 3rd and 12 to Brayson Littell.
And then 2 big rushes by Venable and Widener, and they give the Yellow Jackets a 36-21 lead with 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Clinton is set up to go for the 2-point conversion again. Dufran under center. Venable in the backfield, I believe. Widener gets it out of the slot. He's met, drops the football. It's a fumble.
It's a dead ball.
And that will do it. The 2-point conversion not successful. And
wow.
The players get a little mix it up on the sideline. There's Widener and a Panther. There's a flag on the play. Hopefully there's not a punch thrown by either player that would.
Ball was fumbled, and on an extra point, you can't return a fumble or a kick, so the ball was dead. The Heber Springs player came down the field. Widener tackled him, and then 2 Heber players came over and in an altercation with Widener. The flag went up. Let's see what he wants to call. We didn't see Widener do anything but make the tackle.
If it's just an unnecessary roughness or personal foul, it could be in a 15-yard penalty against one squad or offsetting, and that looks to be the call. Let's see. I see 1 against Heber. And that's it.
I think the officials got that one right, I believe. But the big thing, the Yellow Jackets score. They pick up 6 more. They lead 36-21. The Yellow Jackets lead by 15. And 34 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Boy, that was the drive the Yellow Jackets needed after the fumble. The 3rd time tonight after a Heber turnover, the Yellow Jackets cash in and make them pay. And that's what good teams do. They take advantage of turnovers. Coach Post can tell you that in basketball. Turn that turnover into a basket. Yellow Jackets now to turn in those turnovers into touchdowns.
And maybe the difference in the ball game. As you said, we'll keep it here for the kickoff with 34 seconds left in the 3rd coming up. And Widener will kick from the 45. Coach Post says, hey, you got that 15 extra yards, maybe nothing to lose here. Go for the onside kick at the Heber 45.
Yeah, you could onside kick here, or you could kick it in the end zone. Either way, Parker Brown doesn't touch the football. Take your pick. I do not want to see 27 touch the ball many more times tonight.
We'll see. And it will be an onside kick. It bounds at the 33, and the Panthers going to cover it there. Good job.
Good call by Coach Dufran, and a pretty good kick because it had that 2 or 3 bounce. You got a shot at it. Give the Heber player credit. That wasn't an easy ball to field. And they'll take over about their 34.
And we'll see what the Panthers want to do. They get a play or a couple here before the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Both teams still with 3 timeouts.
Nothing quick. Right start of the 3rd quarter, Heber scored in 1 play for the Yellow Jackets. Make them work, make them eat up that clock.
All 3 of the Panthers' scores tonight have all been big plays. 2 by the run, 1 by the pass. And Buffalo under center here on the near hash. Goes to his left. He's hit in the backfield and dropped. Going to be a loss on the play. Widener comes across along with for the Yellow Jackets.
I know the defensive staff were talking this week that basically in the flex bone you get where you read the defensive end. When it comes to you pitch it. And you read sometimes like Harding reads the linebacker also. They were thinking probably since it's the first year Heber was just calling the play with no reads. That time it looked like there was a quarterback call to run. He probably should have pitched that ball to Parker Brown. Didn't do it. That's probably what their offense looks like now, and it's going to look different than that a year from now.
And will they snap the football? They won't get it off in time. The third quarter comes to an end. It's Clinton 36, Heber Springs 21. It's the Battle of the Little Red. Fourth and final quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992. Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Big third quarter for the Yellow Jackets. They went in with a 16-point lead. Heber scored on the first play of the third quarter to cut it to 9. Heber had a drive, turned the ball over, and for the third time tonight, the Yellow Jackets made them pay. A huge third down and 12 pass from Dufresne to Littell kept the drive alive. Widener scored, and the Jackets lead 36-21 as we head into the final quarter of the Battle of the Little Red.
Second down and 12. Buffalo wants to pass. 4 receivers in the pattern. Chase to his right, and he's going to be taken down. Ankle tackle from behind for the Yellow Jackets.
Briar Gadberry, huge play by the sophomore. We talked about this, maybe the best linebackers the Jackets have had since 2018. They have the ability to knife through traffic and make tackles. He knifed through from a linebacker spot and ran down a kid who can really run in Buffalo. And now a huge third down and 20. Third down about 20 for Heber Springs.
Loss of about 8 on the play.
And you like to put the flexbone teams into positions they don't want to be in, which is behind, and force them to have to pass the ball when you know they have to pass the football.
Buffalo rolls to his left, turns it up inside, reads the defense. 40, 45, first down, just short of midfield, all the way to the 48. He's got quickness inside as he went to the left, kind of watched the reads there, turned it inside, and got through there. What a play by the Panthers.
I told you he could run. You saw it right there. As he cut back, once he got across the line of scrimmage, cut back to the right and picks up a first down on a 3rd and 20. If Heber scores, remember that play.
Makes you think, where's that been all night? Maybe the Yellow Jacket defense done a good job of containing him. Boy, he looked quick on that one. Now he's going to pass down the right side. Get behind the defense. Caught 30, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown Panthers. They strike again on the big play. 52 yards on the throw and catch. And just like that, it's Clinton 36, Heber Springs 27.
They go from a 3rd and 20 to a 52-yard touchdown pass.
And the Panthers look to kick the extra point. 3 for 3 on the night. Try to pull within and make it an 8-point ball game. 10:48 remaining in the contest.
They're going to go for two here. They have to go for 2 on one of these. They're down 15. And now they hadn't even started the play clock yet, so they got plenty of time. They're trying to get the play in.
A little bit of confusion. Now they're going to send another player in.
It's a big play, though. It's 9 points right now. If you can stop them here, it'd still be a 2-possession ball game. Big play.
Here we
Coach
go.
Vincent trying to get the signal in from the sideline for the defense.
From the 3, Buffalo takes it. Inside handoff. Gets near the goal line. Spun. And into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. Going to make the score Clinton 36, Heber Springs 29. 10:48 to go when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, by the Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by Main Street Florist, by Clinton Real Estate, by Johnny's Automotive, by American Home Pharmacy, by TLC Bookkeeping, and by Regions Bank. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, Heber strikes again with a big play. They converted a 3rd and 20 into a first down, and on the next play, Parker Brown hooks up with Buffalo again for a 52-yard touchdown pass, and Buffalo and Widener have scored a lot of touchdowns tonight. Yellow Jackets still clinging to a 36-29 lead. It's now a one-possession ball game for the first time in the second half. There's still a lot of time left in this one, 10:48, and the Jackets are going to have to score again.
Here we go. Dufresne under center. Ball on the far hash, the home side. Turn, give in the slot. That's Widener left to right. Hit low at the 40. Drop there. Pick up a 5 on the carry. Bring up second down.
Another good interior run by Widener. Using his power. Picks up 5 on first down.
Burgess and Venable going to come into the ball game. Eli Henson in as well. Widener stays at the slot. Maybe Littell in the backfield. Widener gets it again, the slot left to right. Pulls away from one arm tackle. Gets forward in traffic to the 43-yard line. And going to bring up second short. Second down and 2 for Clinton.
Widener pushing forward. His lineman pulling him along. Didn't get a good spot, though. Thought he was maybe a yard short. They're going to have him closer to 2 yards short, and this is a big play here.
And defense moves. Clinton and Dufresne, I'm not sure if he saw that and went ahead and snapped the ball. Defense looked like they were trying to do a shift, maybe from right to left. They weren't ready. Brody Dufresne, quarterback keeper, he picks up the first down at his own 45.
Yeah, behind Creed Brown, Hunter Hewitt, Cash Carpenter on that right side. And Yellow Jackets pushed to a first down.
I know years ago we used to have, from the quarterback position, we would just have a pressure call. If you go up, you don't even have to say anything. You just put pressure on the center. He snaps the football. And that time Clinton gets quick and gets the first down. Fullback, hit at the 50, forward all the way to the Panther 46-yard line. That's going to be close to the first down marker, maybe a yard short.
Another good run by Broston Venable. Took a hard hit at the end and kept driving forward, knocked the defender back. He gets up a little bit slowly, but he's tough. Hit to the sideline, and Zach Hunt Gonzalez will head in. And that 1-2 fullback punch.
You may have you can call him by name or call him by position. That may be the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. Maybe the fullback tonight for the Yellow Jackets. That's good to see. Looks like there's a timeout on the field. It's going to come with, I don't know if is that 9 minutes to go or so. It's 36-29, Clinton leading. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
As we come back to play, Zach Hunt was an ankle tackle away from a touchdown, but it's a first down. It's a Petit Jean Electric, Petit Jean Fiber first down for the Yellow Jackets down at the Heber Springs 31. And Zach Hunt Gonzalez was an ankle tackle away from a touchdown there, but it's a first down. Jackets at the 31-yard line.
Under center, Dufresne. Widener going to go in motion to the left. Venable off tackle. Forward to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, we haven't seen that. They had Widener lined up at wingback and just shot him in motion to the left, maybe hoping to pull a couple of players maybe out of the box and the handoff up the middle. And the Jackets pick up 5, almost 6 on first down. Ball at the 26.
Same set, same motion left side. Gonzalez with a handoff, turns it back up inside. He'll get to the 20, another pickup of about 5. That may be good for a first down.
Yeah, another Petit Jean Fiber first down. Thank the folks over at Petit Jean Electric for all their support of Yellow Jacket Athletics.
Colton Warren into the ball game. He'll bring it in from the sideline. Head coach Chris Dufresne. Dufresne behind Brown. Give Venable the fullback, right side, keeping his feet in traffic up to the 15. So 3 straight fullback runs, 3 straight 5-yard gains. And it's second down. The Yellow Jackets got it at the Panther 15.
Wasn't quite the angle they wanted there. Venable had to kind of take that at an awkward angle, but he made that handoff, got the handoff from Dufresne and made another good run. Picks up 6, almost 6 on first down.
And it's maybe the point in the ballgame when you say, if you can't stop us, we're just going to keep running it right at you. Here it is. This time it's out of the slot. Widener with it. Good tackle low at the 12 by the Panthers. They mix it up. Zane tries to slice, cutting his way to the right side of the field.
Weston Warden with a tackle for Heber, coming up from maybe a safety position there for the tackle. It's going to be third down in short. Big play for Clinton right here, just outside the 10-yard line.
Ball on the near hash. Big Alec Huey, left tackle. He's patting his hip on that left side. There's the handoff. Venable to the left. Not much. May have got to the 10.
Enough for a Petit Jean first down,
though.
That time went off the left side. They've been running that right side continuously. Went that Alec Huey side on that left side. Pick up the first down, and the Yellow Jackets will have first and goal.
Looks to be maybe just inside the 10.
Yeah, it's going to take all 10 yards right here.
Football near the middle of the field. Under center. It's Dufresne. Turn. Give Gonzalez. Left side. Trying to pull through traffic up near the 5. And again, another good fullback gain. Almost 5 yards. And again, if you can't stop it.
Been working that right side over and over. Now 2 consecutive plays to the left.
Venable comes in as they just kind of rotate, play in, play out. Let's see if Bryston gets it here. 2 receivers to the right. Venable behind Dufresne. There's the handoff.
Fumble.
And he lost it. It's low. Big pile up. There's a lot of red there. They say they've got it. What's the call? And it's a Panther football.
First turnover of the game for the Yellow Jackets.
Got it to the 5-yard line. Turned it over. And it's a 1-possession game. Clinton 36, Heber Springs 29. They're going to have the football at their own 5, but here in the fourth quarter, they'll have a chance to possibly tie this one up.
Well, a touchdown there probably would have won it. Now it's in the hands of the defense. A stop here would probably win it for the Yellow Jackets. 5:30 left. I think Heber's has 2 timeouts left. Heber trying to get the play from the sideline. They're checking their wristbands, and we're ready to go. Buffalo's still looking. Snap clock down to 10. They got plenty of time. And they're still looking. Snap clock at 5. And Rutledge goes in motion. Handoff up the middle. Lots of running room finally for the fullback for the first time tonight. The fullback for Heber Springs gets some running room out to the 19-yard line. That was Bassford, the young man we talked about out of Florida.
And the Panthers, again, they don't huddle. They get on the ball. They look to the sideline for the play call to be signaled in. Let's see, though, if they speed that process up here in the final minutes of play. Buffalo is under center. A little bit of motion out of the slot, left to right. Fake the handoff, pitch it out to the left, trying to stretch. 15-20. A couple of tacklers. Warren gets in on that one, as well as Gadberry, but it's up at the 26-yard line. Going to be short of a first down. Bring up third and about 2 for the Panthers.
Good play that time. That's been a successful play for them tonight. That toss sweep off the counter look to Parker Brown. That time the Yellow Jackets slowed him up a little bit and had some help on the tackle. He still picked up 8, but the clock keeps running at 4:45.
And the Panthers maybe 2 plays to pick up the first here if they don't get it on this one here late in the ball game. Buffalo, inside handoff, then fullback. And he's going to... Oh, they lost the football. Clinton's got it. Widener's got it. The 20. Must have taken that one away from the back inside. The play was not blown dead. It's Yellow Jacket football.
You know, he hit him at the line of scrimmage, but give the running back credit. He pulled the Yellow Jackets enough for a first down, but sometimes you try to get that second effort, you get careless with the football. Widener took it out of his arms, and only a shoestring tackle kept him from scoring. But the big thing, the Yellow Jackets have the football on Heber's 4th turnover of the night, and they're set up at the Heber Springs 17-yard line, and the offense has got to go to work here. You got to knock Heber out right here.
What a turn of events. Clinton on the 5, fumble to turnover. Panthers give it right back. And the ball game maybe in the balance here, as you said. Dufran's under center. Can they punch it in quick? He loses the football, but he's going to cover it on the turf at the 18. Second down.
Ooh, neither team can stand prosperity right now. Back-to-back fumbles, and then the Yellow Jackets fumble to recover on their first possession, or first snap of this possession. Calm down, take a breath. Got a lot of sophomores out there. It's a big ball game, big crowd. Take a breath and settle in. Run your offense. A touchdown wins the ball game right here.
And you can probably use as much clock as you want to, down under 10 seconds.
Why is the clock not running?
Yeah, you're right. In handoff, Widener gets it inside, and he'll get it up inside the 15, maybe to the 14.
You know, the clock set at 4:14 for a long time. That was a live football.
I think you're right. The play clock was running, but the game clock was not running.
Yeah, 3rd down and 7. Jackets got off schedule with that fumble snap. Now they have 2 plays to get 7 yards. Here's a play we haven't seen all night. We've seen it in the past with the shift.
Go heavy on the right side, the short side, but it's a handoff. It's left, right, behind the blockers. Littell to the 5.
Should be a first down. Another touchdown-saving tackle for Heber, but it is a first down. And the Jackets convert 2nd and 12 into a first down. Nothing fancy. We've seen that play before in the past, Jeff, with that shift. We've seen it more some years than less, but it gives you a couple extra blockers on that side of the field. It's, as Coach Post would say in basketball, we overloaded one side of the field.
And they'll mark it at the 6, 1st and goal. And the game clock restarts. Yep. I know you can't see that on the KHP Sports YouTube channel. It's blocked out.
Take care of the football here. The Jackets are actually trying to run the clock down as much as possible on each snap. Nothing fancy here. Dance with what brung you. Here we go.
5 seconds. Inside handoff. I think that's Gonzalez keeping his feet churning. He'll push sideways, maybe for a couple of yards, maybe to the 3.
Jackets ran that snap clock down to about 5 seconds. Good awareness by the sophomore quarterback. His brother was a master running the clock down and also drawing people off sides.
Burgess will
2:25 on the game clock, still 20 seconds on the snap clock.
Burgess got single coverage, but I don't know that you think he'll put him in the air here. He's got a touchdown earlier in the ball game. I think he'll keep it on the ground, maybe middle of the field. There it is. Gonzalez again lowers his shoulder to the end zone.
Yes!
Touchdown! Gonzalez takes it in, 42-29.
The strength and the power of Zach Hunt Gonzalez on those 2 carries, and he bulled his way into the end zone, and that might be the knockout punch finally tonight as the Jackets go up 42-29, a 2-score lead, 2:07 left, and they look to tack on 2 points right here, and the Yellow Jackets, once again, for the 4th time tonight, trying to take advantage of a Heber Springs Panther turnover.
Breaks the huddle to the line. The give. Widener out of the slot. He's hit by a host of Panthers. Going to be dropped short of the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, but it's a 13-point lead. Just over a couple of minutes remaining. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, by the Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by Main Street Florist, by Clinton Real Estate, by Johnny's Automotive, by American Home Pharmacy, by TLC Bookkeeping, and by Regions Bank. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, the Jackets turn a 4th turnover by Heber into a touchdown, and they lead 42-29, 2:04 left. And Jeff Hall, don't kick it to Parker Brown.
Hey, we'll kick it towards the sideline. I think that's a fair catch signal. It is at the 34-yard line. Panthers will have it there. They've scored quickly tonight 4 times, and they're going to have to do it again if they want to have a chance in this one. But
13-point lead. They've got to score to get it within 1, and then you know they're probably going to go for a onside kick. Yellow Jackets want to keep everything in front of you. You're like a center fielder. Don't let the ball get over your head. Heber down to 2 timeouts.
Alec Huey and is that Cash Carpenter? Your 2 down lineman on the defensive side. Widener's there. That's maybe Venable.
Jackets have
linebackers.
Kind of a halo.
Littell.
5 defenders near the 50-yard line.
And drops it in the backfield, picks it up, scrambling to the right, trying to get to the sideline, turns it up, sideline, get positive yardage, kind of something out of nothing. And dropped it in the backfield. He's got some speed when he gets to the corner. And it'll go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Dropped the ball, so he had to take off running with it. And the bad part about that, though, he's able to run out of bounds.
Gets it to the 41, a 7-yard pickup, 2nd down and 3.
Coach Shafran wants the clock to run. I'm not sure. Did he not get out of bounds? But the clock is stopped.
It's across the field from our broadcast position here on the visiting side. So on the far hash, here we go. Motion from right to left. It's the pitch, trying to get to the corner. Pushed in the backfield by Widener. He pushes the would-be blocker into the back, who goes down, and there's a loss on the play.
Widener coming in for that linebacker spot. They're a little bit deeper than normal, so he can see everything that's going. It was the toss sweep to Parker Brown, and he ran right through Rutledge and knocked him into Parker Brown. And for the loss back here, and it'll be 3rd down and 11. And that was a huge play, and the clock is now running. I think we're down to 129. We can't see the numbers part of the minute part of the scoreboard, but
Widener kind of coming out of that outside linebacker, kind of like a strong safety, but he comes up on the line of scrimmage.
Taking a lot of time to get a play off. They're down to 10 seconds on the snap clock.
And going to roll to the right, pitch to the right, trying to get to the corner. Stretching it out the 40, little stiff arm out of bounds. That should stop the clock, but about the 40,
That was the old
44-yard line.
That was the old traditional triple option, you folks that played back in the day of the wishbone, and just that quarterback going down the line with a running back trailing him, and when the defender comes up, then he makes the pitch. That's what that was right there. And the Yellow Jackets run him out of bounds with 1:01 left, I believe.
Good for a first down, but again, it's a 42-29 lead by the Yellow Jackets. We're under 1 minute to play. The clock is running, and the Yellow Jackets, and I think the fans are feeling this one.
And Heber is in no hurry.
Yellow Jacket fans on their feet. You can't hear them through the glass in the press box. I think they're sensing the win in this one. Going to go to the left, going to pitch again, stretch it out, 45-50, turns it inside, breaks a tackle, back to the middle of the field, still on his feet, swung around up to the 40, first down, but we're down to 30 seconds in the ball game.
Good thing, though, the Yellow Jackets got enough pursuit that they forced him to get back into the middle of the field and not run out of bounds. Heber still has two timeouts if they want to use them. And now they're down at the Clinton 40-yard line. They just gone to the old-fashioned, option play now with just Buffalo and Brown. The clock is running, and they are taking their time. They have two timeouts left. You can't take them home with you, folks.
Inside 20 seconds, they will get to the line. They'll at least run one more play, it looks like. Play clock never started. There's the snap. Roll to the right. Looks to pass. May want to throw back. Not there. Pressure by Henson. Run out of bounds. Just short of the clock expiring. That will stop the clock for one more play. It's Clinton 42, Heber Springs 29. Should be the final play of the night, maybe barring a penalty.
Boy, this one's it's going to end up 42-29, but there's been a lot of ups and downs tonight. Heber tied the game at one point, had the momentum, then turned the ball over and had a chance with one score behind, and then turned the ball over, and the Yellow Jackets made them pay 4 times tonight for those turnovers. And the Clinton crowd is on their feet, and it looks like history's going to be made here tonight as Clinton's going to win over Heber for the 8th time in the series. It goes back to 1939. No team has beat the other one 8 times in the series. Each team has won 7 once. The Yellow Jackets are seconds away from winning 8 times.
There's the snap, pass, caught, 40, 35, tackled from behind, and still seconds on the clock. There,
Clock stopped again, and it never started on the pass.
And now they're running it. Nobody to stop it. And I think it's hit zeros. It has. This one has come to an end. Clinton 42, Heber Springs 29. The Battle of the Little Red goes to the Yellow Jackets as the players will get the 50, meet at midfield along with the coaching staff. And Principal Tim Smith, he brought the Battle of the Little Red trophy in, and I think he's going to take it home with him. We'll see here for the ceremony.
Yeah, Heber Springs honorary Captain Brad Reese, one of the original members who helped to maybe the AD for Heber Springs down there. I believe that's the AD. Brad Reese is here tonight, one of the originators of this series. And the Yellow Jackets are going to take it home for the 8th year in a row. It's never been in Cleveland County other than during the game time. As Tim Smith said, there's a spot on the table there at Clinton High School where it's been sitting all these years. We're glad to bring it back to Clinton. And the Yellow Jackets for the 8th year in a row, or 8 times in a row now, have won in this series. No team dating back to 1939 has ever done that. And a great Clinton crowd made their way across the lake. The Heber fans came out tonight. They've been kind of dwindling in the last few years. Give them credit. They got new life in the program here at Heber with a new coach, and they put up a fight tonight. But the Yellow Jackets win again. They go to 2-0 on the year, and we start conference play next week, and they come over to celebrate
here they
with their fans.
Decked out in all white tonight, gold helmets. This big crowd on the Yellow Jackets visiting bleachers. The band's here. They're playing on. The cheerleaders, the Spirit Squad. Looking for the trophy. I don't see it yet. Where's the trophy? Got to come back. Here it comes. Left side. There it is from the left side of the field. Tim Smith saying, hey, boys, it's over here. I think come and get it. As we'll turn the cameras there on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel. And there's the Battle of the Little Red trophy. There's Zane Widener, there's Russell Littell, there's Gad Berry, Dawson Burgess, all the teammates coming over to get the trophy, and it's in the air. And it's coming back home to keep that. Clinton High School, they may put it in the arena at times. I'm not sure, but maybe Clinton High School. Zane Wider's going to carry it over. Looks like he may bring it over to the crowd. There it is. And he'll bring it over to the student section and the crowd. That trophy goes back 8 years. Mike Holly and I were part of those early planning sessions when 101.9, the Lake, Allie King Sugg, and Sid King, 92.1, kind of got together and thought, how can we promote this long-running rivalry between these two schools, and what can we add to it maybe to do that? So they got the athletic directors, the school personnel, thought, hey, let's not only play a football game, but let's add some community fundraising and some nonprofit support in this. Let's build some school spirit throughout the campuses. And let's get a nice trophy to go along with this to carry on. And so that trophy was birthed 8 years ago. And as Mike Holly said, the Yellow Jackets have kept it all 8 years, and they'll take it home with them again tonight. As the players going to gather around the coaching staff and kneel for a post-game prayer before they talk it over this one. And visit a little bit as the Panthers are gathered at midfield. And we'll keep we got the camera on. We'll keep you on there as they'll circle up. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break back to the studio. When we'll return, we'll give you the post-game show. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. Our board-certified interventional cardiologists, specialized team, and innovative cardiovascular technology are here to provide the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
And back here for the post game, and folks are going to linger for this one here at Heber Springs Panthers at the Panther Field. As the Yellow Jackets families, the students, they're all out on the field taking a lot of pictures. There's Jordan Benson and Alec Huey and Creed Brown. They've got the Bow to the Little Red picture. You can probably see that on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel right now. We're still running the video, getting you some audio for that. And boy, those guys, those sophomores, that line tonight, you throw in those two, Huey and Brown. Who else did you have? Hunter Hewitt. You had Cash Carpenter. I'm trying to think of who else on the line tonight making a difference for those guys in this. Hopefully we'll get some stats before this one comes to the end. We'll see if we can get Coach Post back in for some of that, as Hewitt and Brown now getting a picture with the trophy. But a lot of yards on the ground tonight, kind of grinded it out, and still put a lot of points on the board in that 42-29 victory. But good win and some nifty play calling at times. We saw Brody Dufresne have a lot of success in this one, as well as with the receiving course, and didn't have to throw a lot, but when he did, made a couple of count. Had a touchdown to Burgess. Trying to think, did he have another touchdown pass? Wider, trying to remember that, but some timely passing helped out in those drives, those scoring drives by the Yellow Jackets, both through the air and on the ground. So, folks, enjoying this one. Again, we've talked about this is the rivalry game. Some years it was week 8. In recent years, it was week 1, and a lot of anticipation building up to that. These two schools located on the east side and the west side of Greers Ferry Lake. They've played now, 80-plus times in the history of this rivalry, and they get it going early. They start in Pee Wee football. I think back used to Pee Wees used to be, 4th, 5th, and 6th. I think they've tried to have 3rd grade Pee Wee football now, so they start early and enjoying this matchup between the two, and a lot of bragging rights on these teams. So now some of these guys with 8 years in a row, you go back to Pee Wee now through their high school year, they may have never lost to the Panthers. So a lot of bragging rights there for the kids. Tonight was a very clean, well-played ball game, though. Not a lot of penalties, not a lot of dust-ups or mix-ups or chippy, maybe as sometimes we say in sports broadcasting. So well played, pretty good sportsmanship overall by these two squads, despite that level of competition. As you see Brody Dufresne with the trophy, and head coach Chris Dufresne, his mom Heather Dufresne. Heather's a Heber Springs High School graduate from back in 1987. I knew her back then, and so she's back to her home turf, I guess, as she would say, but she's a Yellow Jacket now, no longer a Panther for that. But more players are taking pictures there and just savoring this one on this win tonight. Now, Heber Springs, they're talking a long time. Again, this was their first game of the season, didn't play in week 1, and new coaching staff, new head coach, Van Paschal, and so they got a lot to learn, a lot to build on. I'm sure they'll take away some things from tonight, to build on. Certainly those turnovers, they had those fumbles, they may look back and think, hey, that was the difference in the ball game, kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. So they'll have some things going forward, too, as they linger tonight, too, and talk out on the field as well. And but a good showing, a very competitive ball game. The Yellow Jackets at times have had, certainly in the final score, they've had the upper hand over the past 8 years, winning all of the Battle of Little Red contest 8 in a row, but some of those games maybe have not been as close as some of the others. So this one, it played to the end tonight in this one, and despite that 2-score win at the end, both teams played well, and it was a good showing. And so I know the Panthers, they're going to feel like they kind of got a new birth with a new coach and things looking forward and excitement in the program. And so things are going to be up for them as well. And the big crowd they had tonight, all the youngsters they had, the Pee Wee program. And, if you got things going good at that level, it's going to build as the years to come and those guys finally make it up their way to the high school. So, again, they're out there. And Clinton Steele and Mike Holly, he's been out on the field as well. Get some interviews from the coaching staff. Let's pull him in and get you some post-game interviews here. Head coach Chris
Mike Holly down on the field at Panther Stadium, and for the 8th year in a row, the Yellow Jackets have defeated Heber Springs in a 42-29 win here. It was an up-and-down ball game. People can look in the paper and maybe think it was a blowout, but we'd get the lead, they'd come back, but you made them really pay, I think. They turned the ball over 4 times, and you scored all 4 of those.
Yeah, that's huge. Turnovers. We had a couple ourselves, but when you score all 4 times on turnovers, big. They're going in the right direction, though. Coach Van Passel got them going, but I was proud of our guys. They fought, and things started going bad, and they just fought back. So super proud of them.
Yeah, and you jumped out to an early lead, 14-0, or 16-0, and then Heber comes back, scores back-to-back, ties the game, and then has the ball, momentum to turn their way, and then you force a turnover at midfield, seemed to change the ball game.
Yeah, I thought our guys played hard, and getting turnovers is huge. So proud of them. A lot of guys had to go both ways tonight and did a great job.
Talk about that fullback tandem of Venable and Zach Hunt and Gonzalez.
Hey, they're competing against each other and running hard and did a great job. And hey, when we pound people with our offensive line and control the ball, we're going to have some success. So proud of them for that.
Brody had Zane had a long run early for a touchdown, but after that, it was a lot of tough yardage. Man, he ran well tonight.
He did. He's a bull, and proud of him. He runs hard, and we took care of that fumble problem, and he's getting after it. Hey, our offensive line did an excellent job tonight. They were sending everybody from everywhere. So
I thought Brody really played up tonight. Sophomore in this atmosphere. And a lot of pressure on him. I thought he played well.
He did. I mean, super big game for a sophomore, and pressure on him from Big Brother and everybody. I mean, I think he made himself a little sick this week, getting nervous and worried about it. So he did a great job tonight.
Talk about a big play late. They cut it to 1 score. We had a 3rd and 12, and a great pass from Brody to Littell here to convert a first down.
That was huge, yeah. And we just missed it earlier. It should have been a touchdown early, just overthrew it just a little bit with nerve. But he played good. If we can do a little bit of everything like that, we're going to be real tough.
Tell you about your sophomores. You had a lot played tonight in a big-time atmosphere.
Oh, they're huge. I mean, Breyer, Gadberry, and again, Venerable at linebackers, them 2 are playing their butts off. And a lot of sophomores and big places. We just got to get a little better in secondary, and we're going to be really good.
Well, that's the end of the non-conference season. We're turning to look toward conference play next week. And what's the look like for this week as you head into conference play?
I hadn't really saw Mills much. We saw them at one team camp. They were going to be fast, and they were huge last year, but just really wasn't. Kind of raw, but I think they're getting better, and our whole conference is going to be pretty even. So,
well, what about that crowd tonight? Yellow Jacket fans came out in force tonight.
They did. Great fan support. Love them, and that's why them kids play hard tonight. So,
well, that's head coach Christy Fran. The Yellow Jackets beat Heber for the 8th year in a row. That's never happened in the series since 1939. One team has never beaten the other one 8 times. The Yellow Jackets make history tonight.
Make it a decade.
We'll see you next week, Coach. That's the Yellow Jacket head coach Christy Fran. Yellow Jackets win big here tonight in Heber Springs, and we'll be home next Friday at Jim Tumlison Field.
Thank you, man.
And again, Coach Chris Dufresne, and he may still be out on the field. I think he is, as most of the players, and it's taken a long time to get off on this one as they're soaking this one up and enjoy it, visiting with all their family and friends out on the field. Coach Matthew Post was there. He may make his way back up. My collie's back as well. And as we kind of recap and wrap this one up.
Yeah, main thing, Yellow Jackets get the win tonight over Heber. 8 straight wins for the Yellow Jackets. They make history tonight. Since 1939, neither team had beat the other one 8 years in a row. Yellow Jackets had beaten them 7 years in a row coming into tonight. Heber had done it, I think, back in the 80s. I had a stretch of 7 wins, but the Yellow Jackets take the all-time record tonight with 8 straight wins. Yellow Jackets are now 44 wins, 38 losses, and 5 ties in the series. So the Yellow Jackets can increase their series lead. Yeah, it's 44, 38, and 5 dating back to 1939. Games played at Heber Springs. Clinton now leads the series 22 wins.